The popularity of snowboarding and skiing has increased dramatically in the last 10 years. When more and more people participate in a sport, the number of injuries and deaths caused by the sports in question also increase. If you have been injured in a snowboarding or skiing accident, you could file a personal injury claim. Let's take a look at some of the most common accidents that lead to lawsuits. Some injuries that resulted from an accident include wrist sprains, lower leg fractures, knee injuries, spinal injuries, serious head injuries. Unfortunately, some injuries are so severe that they lead to death. However, for the most part, those participating in these sports tend to suffer from knee and lower leg fractures. A study that was carried out by the Center for Disease Control found that there has been a huge increase in the number of spinal cord injuries and traumatic brain injuries as a result of participating in sports. Adolescents and children are those who are most likely to suffer from these accidents, and snowboarding alone is thought to account for more injuries, both serious and non-serious, than any other sporting or outdoor activity. Causes of snowboarding and skiing injuries. Some of the most common causes of injuries include colliding with other snowboarders or skiers, chairlift accidents, accidents due to the failure of the equipment, inadequate instruction from a snowboarding or skiing instructor, collisions or falls due to barriers, trees, signs, or fences. Snowboarding and skiing injury lawsuits. Snowboarding and skiing injuries that are caused by negligence may result in a personal injury lawsuit. If your accident was caused by negligence, you will have to prove that the defendant, the individual or parties you are suing, were at fault for your accident. The lawsuit could be based on negligence if you were injured because the terrain that you were snowboarding or skiing on was not properly maintained, designed, or marked. You collided with a snowboarder or skier who was acting in a reckless or careless manner. Your instructor led you to a part of the terrain that you were not capable of tackling. Defective products. Injuries that have been caused by a defective product could result in a lawsuit. If, for example, you were injured by a defective chairlift, you may be able to claim compensation from whoever manufactured, distributed, or even designed it. For more information, please read our article Defective Products Claims and Damages. Assumption of the risk. One of the difficulties associated with a snowboarding or skiing accident is that there is an assumption of risk. This issue may be raised by the owner or operator of the resort or the individual who crashed into you. The assumption of risk basically means that you were aware there was a risk of injury before you set foot on the resort or track, yet you decided to participate in the sport anyway. Compensation. The amount of compensation that you could recover from a personal injury lawsuit will ultimately depend on how severe your injuries were and what caused the accident. If you are entitled to compensation, it's likely that you will be awarded money that reimburses you for your medical costs, your pain and suffering, and any wages you have lost. Getting the help you need. Lawsuits that are brought about by a snowboarding or skiing injury can be quite complex. The outcome of a lawsuit could well depend on local regulations, rules, and statutes, and these can differ between states. If you have been injured in a snowboarding or skiing accident and you think another person was to blame, you should contact a personal injury lawyer as soon as you can. Tagline/description for video displays. If you are currently suffering from a personal injury and are unable to read snowboarding and skiing accidents, common lawsuits, please watch our Injurypedia videos so you can gain the personal injury information and answers you are seeking.